What's good, people? Welcome to JP Sports TV. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. So we're here to talk about the transfers, the two big transfers that's happened in the Premier League. Thiago and Gareth Bale. We're going to start with Thiago first. It's been a positive reaction from majority of the people. This one there is a big signing for Liverpool. Cheap transfer. I've ever got him for about 25 mil. Unbelievable midfielder. He's 29 years old, which is he's still at the peak of his career, and with athletes now looking after themselves, and he's never really been that kind of fast kind of midfielder. So he's always been that composed, technical guy that's unbelievable passing, unbelievable feet, unbelievable vision, you know. So a player like him can go on for another 4 or 5 years at the top of the top, you know, playing for world-class teams, because his technical ability is on that level. When it comes to actually midfielders around the world, he's definitely in the top 5 without any doubt. You know, this past season he was definitely I would say top 3 midfielders, and probably you could say he was top, some could say second best midfielder in the world last season. And he had a great season at Bayern. They won everything, and he was crucial to the way Bayern Munich played. You know, he's a guy who started at Barcelona, never got the opportunity because of obviously Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets. But went his way to Bayern Munich, and he proved it to become a bargain for Bayern. You know, Bayern got him for cheap, and he became a world-class midfielder. Liverpool again, a world-class midfielder. Something that they don't have. They don't have a world-class midfielder. And they've finally added a world-class midfielder. They've got a world-class centre-back, a world-class keeper, world-class forwards, and now a world-class midfield. So obviously it depends on how he fits in the team and all of that. But, you know, a great player like Thiago will always do well. You know, it's not only that he's technical, he's a guy that can play many positions. He can play as a CDM, the box-to-box midfielder, or he can play behind the striker as the number 10, because he's very creative, very technical. You know, great signing for Liverpool, great deal for them, and I feel like he'll do well. Now let's move on to the biggest headline: Gareth Bale going back to Tottenham Hotspur, the club which put him on the world class status. You know, before he left Spurs, had 2 world class seasons at Spurs. Yeah, got his move to Real Madrid. He's a guy that's won 4 Champions League, I think 2 La Ligas, I think a Copa del Rey. He's done unbelievable stuff. He scored in 2 finals out of the Champions League wins that they got. He's obviously had a lot of injuries, which has been his main problem for the last few years. But we can say the first 4 years, Gareth Bale was in the team, starting majority of the games. And I think he paid them back for the price that they bought him for. I think they bought him for 80 mil. I think he definitely paid them back for, if you count what the trophies have won and the productivity that he's done when it's come to the big games for them, especially in the Champions League. You can say Gareth Bale paid them back. Now, there's been a lot of talks about how he's obviously prefers golf and Wales to Real Madrid, and he ended up, I think someone gave him a flag, or he tweeted something like that. I think he tweeted Wales, golf, Real Madrid, something like that anyway. And a lot of the Real Madrid fans have been on his back. You know, Zidane clearly hasn't seen eye to eye with Bale, hasn't picked him for a lot of games. Bale's been doing interviews saying that he wanted out, that Real Madrid kept him there, and he wants to leave. Now he's gone back to Tottenham. Now, is it a great signing? I would say it's 50-50. 50-50, why? Because I'll go with the positives first. He's Gareth Bale. He's a world-class player on his day. He's no longer that world-class machine that he was a few years ago. But that's probably to do with injuries, probably to him being unsettled in Madrid. He's gone back to a club where he loves, he's gone back to a league where he basically delivered at the highest of level. He's gone back to a league where he was voted the best player in the league. And he's gone back to a club where he's very comfortable, knows everyone there, and a club which means a lot to him, you know. So when you look at that, it tells you Gareth Bale that motivation might make him try his hardest and to make it work, you know. But then let's go on the negatives. He's 31 years old, had a lot of injuries, hasn't played a lot of games, isn't the same Gareth Bale as he was back in the days, isn't as quick. He's still quick, but not as quick as he was before, you know, and his injury record just looks bad. Now, is it a signing that's going to uplift Tottenham? Yes, in terms of adding a superstar to the team. He's a superstar that hasn't got a big ego, because we've never really heard of him having troubles with players. You know, he's not like a Cristiano Ronaldo where everything needs to resolve around him. He's quite a quiet guy and does what he has to do. So yeah, I'll see this one as a 50-50, man. I'll say it's good for Spurs to have a go, you know, in getting Gareth Bale, because you never know what you can get from him. You know, a happy Gareth Bale will therefore create chances for you, will therefore score a few goals for you, and will therefore fit in well if all that goes according to plan. It's just his injuries that makes it quite skeptical, you know. But yeah, I feel like Spurs have nothing to lose, because right now Spurs are having a terrible time. They're going through a lot. Like I said last time, there's no philosophy. I don't know what Mourinho's trying to do. Maybe what he's trying to do isn't working because of the players he has. Maybe a superstar like Gareth Bale will, you know, push the players to do more. Because right now, adding another potential world-class player, because the only world-class player that I have at Tottenham is possibly Harry Kane. Son as well is a great player. So they probably needed another superstar to kind of motivate the players. So we don't know how this is going to plan out, but I feel like it's very exciting times for Tottenham and Liverpool, mainly Liverpool, because that's literally the position that they needed to acquire a world-class player, and they finally delivered it. So let me know what you guys thought. Do you think Thiago signing is a great signing? Do you think Gareth Bale signing is a great signing? Put in a comment what you think. What do you think will happen? Do you think that Bale will have a success story at Tottenham? You know, will he get on well with Jose Mourinho? Because there's a lot of things that might still play out. Because what if Bale doesn't play well? Will Mourinho bench him? Or is Mourinho going to treat him like a superstar and give him confidence? So put in a comment what you think. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned till next time.